For all tech enthusiasts out there, we all know how painful it can be to use the built-in Windows partition management tool. It's basic, lacking essential features, and definitely not the most user-friendly. That's where MiniTool Partition Wizard comes to the rescue. Essentially, the software makes it incredibly easy to manage your drives. You can create, delete, move, resize, extend, or shrink partitions with as easy as dragging this line from left to right. Now, if this sounds exciting to you, let me show you how it's done. To get started, click the link in the description below to visit the MiniTool Partition Wizard website. Once you're on the site, click Download Partition Wizard in the top right corner or select any of the available editions of the program. You can also choose between the free version or the pro version. It's entirely up to you. For this tutorial, I'll demonstrate the free version, so I'll download that one. After the download is complete, open the file to begin the installation process and follow the on-screen steps to install it, just like any other software. If you're installing the free edition, you might see an option to continue with the pro version during the setup. Make sure to select Continue installing free edition before proceeding. Now let's wait for the installation to complete. Once installed, launch the program and it will come up with a screen like this. As you can see, I have two drives connected to my system. The first one is the main SSD of my computer, and the second one is the external drive I've connected for this tutorial. In my case, I'll select the external drive, but you will need to identify your specific drive. Some computers can have two main drives, one for the OS and other for data. So you will have to be extra careful while selecting the drive. Wrong selection could break your computer. Alright, once you've identified your drive, right-click on the drive's name where the icon is and select Delete All Partitions to perform a fresh initialization of the drive. I'm doing this because my drive turned bad and went into read-only mode, so this was my only option. Here's where MiniTool Partition Wizard really shines. Unlike the built-in Windows Partition Manager, this tool allows me to delete the read-only portion of the drive. One great thing about this program is that it does not apply any action you do on it immediately. Instead, it places the task under the Pending Operations section over here. This is a great fail-safe feature in case you made a mistake. To finalize the changes, click Apply, confirm by clicking Yes, and let it process. Once applied, the partitions will be deleted and the space will be unallocated. Next, right-click on the unallocated space and select Create from the list of options. A new interface will appear. First, we enter a partition label. This is the name of your drive. You can call it whatever you like. I'll call mine Disk. Next, assign a drive letter of your choice. Then select a file system. I will go with NTFS for now. You can choose whatever you wish. Use a slider to allocate space. Typically, leave it at the maximum to use the full capacity of the drive. Click OK, and the action will move to the Pending Operations section. Again, remember to hit Apply to finalize it. Once done, your drive will appear in Windows. Now let's say you have a drive like this and you want to use its space in two halves. You can right-click on it and select Split. This will bring up an interface like this where you can use this slider to divide the drive into two partitions. Adjust the slider based on your preference for the partition sizes. Once you've set it, click OK, then Apply, and the drive will be split into two partitions. You will now see two separate drives appear in Windows representing two partitions. Let's say now you decided to merge these two partitions back to one. Just right-click on the first partition and select Merge. Choose the partition you want it to merge with. In this case, it's the second one. Select it and click Next, and the program will show you an overview of the changes. Click Finish, then Apply, and the two partitions will be merged into one. Now let's say you want to resize an already made partition. Just right-click on the drive and select Move and Resize. Adjust the size of the partition by dragging the slider, click OK, and then Apply. The remaining space will show as unallocated, and you can either leave it or create a new partition by right-clicking and selecting Create. Now you follow the same steps as before, name the partition, assign a drive letter, confirm the changes, and apply them. And the new partitions will be ready to use. Let's say now you want to change the drive letter of the drive. Just right-click on a partition, select Change Drive Letter, choose a new letter, and confirm the operation. Another useful feature is the ability to check your file system. Just right-click on the drive and select Check File System. It will scan the system and give you a detailed report of your drive. MiniTool Partition Wizard also offers many other features such as data backup, data recovery, partition recovery, disk benchmarks, space analyzer, and more. You can even create bootable media like thumb drives with this program. However, most of these advanced features are available in the Pro version. So if you're interested in any of these features, like, if you want to recover some data you deleted on your old hard drive, or maybe you want to back up something, or perhaps recover a partition you deleted by mistake from a hard drive or SSD, then you can surely go for the Pro version. The link to purchase it is in the description below.